Hey guys, so I wanted to share with you this conversation that I had with the lead teacher, and more the lead teacher than the other para that I work with on a daily basis at the school. But we were all kind of together yesterday because yesterday we had our first professional development day where there were no students, and the other para and I spent the morning disinfecting the classroom and things like that and organizing things until we have the next professional development day, because we basically have one at least once a month. So that's not what that's about. If you guys are curious about what happens during professional development days, I can definitely create a video giving you guys more information about that in case you're curious what goes on at the school during professional development and kind of what our routine is in our classroom and things like that. I can talk to you guys more about that on a future video. Just let me know. So I was kind of talking about, we were all kind of talking about what our plans were for the weekend. The other para and the lead teacher both have kids that are in sports. Obviously, as you guys know, I don't have children in sports. So there's that. So they both kind of looked at me and asked me if I had any interesting or fun plans for this weekend. And I was saying, no, absolutely not. I have absolutely zero plans other than studying, because the second half of fall semester started this week on Wednesday. And so currently I am taking a psychology class, a human development class, and a cognitive neuroscience class. And I have an exam coming up next week for both the human development class and the cognitive neuroscience class. So my plan for this weekend was to basically spend some time relaxing, but also to get some quality study time in, because I will just tell you right now, it is extremely difficult to get study time in when you work full time, and especially during the week where obviously I'm working. I get up at 6:30 in the morning to go to school to make it to work on time, because I have to be at the school before 8 o'clock to get my students and walk them to the classroom. So, I'm at school from basically 7:45 or somewhere around there until 3:15. And then I usually either come here or go to the lake house, which we won't be going to the lake house for dinner after this upcoming week at all, because the sisters are moving back. The one sister's moving into town, and my godmother's other sister is moving back in here with us. So I think that's Thursday. It's either Wednesday or Thursday they decided on. So in a few days, basically. But I would either, after school, I would either go to the lake house or come here to eat. And then if we went to the lake house, then we'd come back here to watch the news. And I have fraternity events going on, I have schoolwork to do, and there's not a whole lot of time in my day. Plus I also like to watch TV like a normal person. So I'll watch 911, The Resident, I watch Survivor, and on Thursdays I watch Station and Grays, Station 19 and Grays. So yeah, it's very difficult for me to study, but the lead teacher, when I had said that I was going to spend the weekend studying, I guess she had forgotten that in my interview I said I was working on my bachelor's degree, and she asked me what I wanted to do with my bachelor's degree. And so I was kind of telling her lately I've been having some issues with going back and forth on whether I'm too old to even attempt to go through medical school, just because of the length of time. And this is something that I've been struggling with, but I haven't really talked to you guys about it. because I feel like whenever I talk about changing my mind or even potentially changing my mind or changing my major and things like that, I get a lot of negativity thrown my way, but medical school and that whole process is a very long, drawn out process, and it takes time, and it takes a lot of money and a lot of effort and a lot of studying. And so I was explaining to her, like, I don't know, I've always wanted to be a doctor. Well, I've always wanted to be in medicine. First it was a nurse, and now I want to be a doctor. And specifically psychiatry or neurology still at this point are what I would like to do. And it's just like, I told her, it's just the fact that there's so much time involved in getting to that point. And once I kind of blurted all that stuff out, she looked at me and she said, well, you know what, if anybody can do it, you can, because I see how you persevere when you're working with our students and things like that. And so I thought it was really nice of her to even encourage me in that way. I thought it was very nice that she thought of me that way. You know, there's a lot of people who, if I would have said that, they would have been like, what? No, you're too old to do that. Because at 34, there's not a whole lot of people that are at that age that are starting the process. Like, I'm a pre-med. I'm still technically in my first year as a pre-med. In a couple months, I will have enough credits to be considered a second year, like a sophomore. But it's just like, it's a long road. And I thought that it was kind of nice of her to encourage me in that way, to keep going and keep like striving for what it is that I want to achieve. And like, we were talking about neuroscientists and things like that, and how I need to make sure that I don't give up, because the world needs more people like me in it. And so I just, you know, I thought that it was nice of her to encourage me in that way, and just to kind of push me to keep going and keep trying. So anyways, that's really all that I wanted to share. I hope that you guys have that type of support system from someone in your life, whether it's a coworker, a family member, a friend, whatever the case may be. Even if it's me, I will be your support system if you need a support system. I hope you guys know that you can reach out to me for anything, anytime you need help, whether that's through one of my social media pages or through YouTube in the comments section. I will definitely do whatever it is that I can to help you out. So anyways, I hope, like I said, that you have somebody who motivates you and encourages you to keep going, even when the road looks long and like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. So anyways, if you guys have any topics you'd like me to address in the future, please be sure to let me know, and I'd be glad to get something filmed for you. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys next time.